Welcome to our podcast, where today we're taking a deep dive into a topic that many of us have a complicated relationship with: math.
That's right. It's not that you hate math, it's the feeling that creeps in just before you approach it. That pause, that voice in your head saying, I'm just not a math person.
Exactly. And I have to ask, what if that feeling isn't about math at all? What if it's just something your brain learned long ago and never updated?
Let's think about it. The last time you saw a math problem, did you feel that tightness? Not panic, but a subtle withdrawal?
Right. And this isn't laziness. It's a pattern we've developed over time. We hesitate, we avoid, and ultimately, we reshape how we see ourselves.
Exactly. We go from saying, this is difficult, to this is not for me. And that shift is significant because it becomes about our identity.
And that identity can be quite protective. We might even feel a sense of relief when we give up early, because it confirms our narrative. See? I was right.
But where did that narrative come from? Why does our brain hold on to it so tightly?
You're not bad at math. You're conditioned to avoid the discomfort associated with it. It's a different perspective.
Your brain isn't rejecting the numbers. It's rejecting a memory of stress. At some point, math turned from a neutral subject to an emotional trigger.
Exactly. Small events, like a wrong answer or a teacher's reaction, can create a lasting pattern in our brains.
So, every time we see math, it brings back those feelings, signaling our brain to avoid it.
And here's where it gets interesting. When you face a math problem, your brain quickly decides if it's safe or threatening. It's driven by emotional memory.
It's like a smoke detector, quick to react, but not always accurate. Even a hint of stress can trigger that alarm.
And then there's cognitive load. Math demands a lot from our working memory, and when we're already stressed, that capacity shrinks.
So we're not just solving a problem, we're doing it while our brain is under threat, which leads to that blank feeling.
But here's the good news. This response can be retrained, not by forcing ourselves harder, but by changing how our brain experiences math.
Let's simplify this. First, reduce the emotional threat. Start with problems that feel almost too easy.
Yes, this lowers the threat signal in your brain. When it feels safe, your learning circuits can activate instead of defense mechanisms.
Then, slow down your thinking. Solve problems at a pace that feels comfortable, and take deliberate pauses between steps.
And remember to separate your identity from your performance. Change your internal dialogue from "I'm bad at math" to "I haven't trained this skill yet."
Absolutely. Visual thinking can also help. Turn abstract numbers into images or patterns to ease cognitive strain.
And don't forget to build micro wins. End your practice sessions while you still feel slightly positive.
Exactly. Every time you engage with math slowly and safely, you clear a little bit of that overgrown path.
And over time, what felt heavy can become familiar and eventually neutral.
So, to wrap up, you were never really afraid of math. You were just responding to a protective signal from your brain.
That signal made sense at one point.